Picking up exactly where we left off for the second episode of the Space Age Deathworld Marathon. I think this might be the first Space Age Deathworld Marathon that the internet has tried or the world has seen. I don't have any of these things, I can't craft this stuff. What's in, we can, attempting to be helpful. Which is super interesting because we're already finding things that are massively different from how Deathworld marathons usually work, some of which are cool and some of which are good changes but are also just kind of awkward. And in the first 2 or so hours of this game, we ran out of things to craft inserters with, but it's fine. Mostly we're just clearing up all of those ghosts. We've got half a belt of iron, we've got some space for more iron, we've got a little bit of copper. We wanted to figure out how to turn this into chips in a better way. So let's just do that. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a base. We've got a small number of dudes running in to attack the tiny coal mining we have. We actually probably need more coal. We've got a little power grid which is somewhat helpless and defenseless. We might have to worry about that because these guys might be getting polluted soon, especially as we're expanding. This space is giving us a bit of grief, but we might also want to do something with... Yeah, I think we want to do something with grenades before we worry about that. I wanted some more assemblers for which I need plate. And yeah, we're still just going to be taking this kind of slowly, because we don't really have everything we need to be super safe and happy about that yet. And even then, like, we're not really super interested in speedrunning this, because there's just a whole lot of new stuff that we have to figure out, and I'm not even expecting speedrun type stuff to really work. In the sense that there's just too many new things to figure out, and also Deathworld Marathon you kind of can't speedrun anyway. But anyway, we can have here... Actually, we can do this differently because we're only doing 2 of these things, it looks like. We're going to have a tiny little green chips automation. That's the wrong way around. Green chips can come out here. We put this little buffer of copper where it was so we could do that, which is very silly. If we've got iron and copper here, I want to put the rest of the copper here. The gears... How do we get all of this? Because these little 4-tile gap is where it looks like I'm trying to squirrel all of this stuff through, and also push things into the red sites at the same time. We also need more labs. 12 is the number of labs we were using. Sure, we're going to double the labs, we'll get that out. This is way more science than we can support. Which probably means that we can pull up these assemblers and use them for things like the green chips, but whatever. I think we just... Yeah, I think the way we do this is we have a splitter here. So some of the gears go towards red science, some of the gears will go towards whatever other science we're using over here. And then we've got a belt of gears on the outside, and the other things we need for them all in the middle. So I think we can just do a thing that gets them all we need there. If we push the gears underground, then we can... Oh yeah, because we gave away all the plate. Sure. So I think we may as well have the green science here, because, you know, why not? We're kind of set up for that. And then we probably only want 6 on the green science, because we really don't have... Maybe we can go more. Why not? Are there things that we want to research that are fast? 15 seconds, 15 seconds. I think these and the steel furnaces are going to be the immediate things, and then maybe damage? Is damage 2 going to be a thing we really care about to prioritize? Maybe. Okay, where are my long-hand inserters? How are we doing this? Because it looks like... Okay, give me stuff. It looks a whole lot like we are putting belt on a belt like so. And then I'm trying to... You do need gear wheels, so you also need to take from here. And then maybe we also put some things in boxes, because stuff in boxes is cool. But then, having done that, I think we don't want to... Let's just do all of this differently. Let's just change our mind about many of these things. Actually, no, it wants to be like this, isn't it? And then we can run that gears underneath, and we have a belt of stuff. Belts of stuff are nice. And then this belt of stuff can come down here. And we will remember that we also kind of need undergrounds, but everything is going to be so slow, and I don't really mind waiting on this stuff. Because we've got to get this belt of stuff down here, through this mall, to do a little spaghetti thing down here. We've already set that recipe, so that's nice. We need more inserters. Yeah, okay, a weird thing happened there with those power poles. We're not going to worry about it. Yeah, we actually need more iron, which is not an overly surprising problem. I'm going to need more inserters myself. We have limited this to 2 stacks. 2 stacks of bullets is still quite a lot of bullets. I guess we limit these to also 2 stacks? Sure. That's right. The reason why all of this looks pretty bad is because we wanted additional iron through here, and then we somehow wanted to figure out, and it might be these gears have to continue. Can we put this pole on this side and push this further? It looks like we can, because if we can do that, except that, yeah, then I think we just go... This might actually work out super well if we just filter for iron on the right. And then this belt just wanders through, except the gear wheels are now on the wrong side, so we're going to move this bit of spaghetti around so the gear wheels are now on the other side, and now we can roll the copper into the top of that underground. We kind of need to shave all the stuff off this belt, because we've just changed the sides that copper and... Maybe we could have pulled copper off the same belt for the green chips when we were doing this. Oh well, never mind, moving on. It's successful. We have automated things. Green science, inserters for green science. There are no complaints. Everything is happy. We are good. We are making green science. We're putting green science at labs. I'm pretty sure we have more labs. This offset icons for the sciences is also a thing I'm gonna have to get used to. Like, I can see why it's doing this. It's so that when you add new colors of science, the icons don't jump around, but it's also just a thing to get used to when you're playing Space Age for the first time. We need to put more iron in here. These guys are making some of the iron. These guys might be taking some of the iron. We're going to have a problem here when we upgrade these to full belts and stuff. Maybe. But for now, we can have one more inserter and then are limited by iron. Inserter? Mining drill. We're going to be limited by copper soon as well, but I'm not really worried about that because we're just buffering a whole bunch of it in furnaces. How are these guys doing? Yeah, I don't know if they were actually going to attack me or not there. They were probably going to get distracted by this pillbox, but it looks like we might really need another box of turrets down there as well, which is a bit of a thing because that's also iron. How many of these do we have? 14. We do have more wall. We don't have a whole lot of wall yet. We also have no wall automation. Yes, we're gonna do this differently. But I think wall automation is a thing we're gonna need with some priority. In addition to all the other things we need with priority. Oh yeah, let's also not wander away from the... the spot where we wanted to put the turrets. Okay. We're going to drop these top ones in, because that's probably where we're getting attacked from. Yeah. And then these biters tangling themselves up in the trees is also a thing that we're enjoying a lot. Slows them down. Makes their attacks somewhat less effective. Is that even a full belt? It's not. But also, we're not really in a position to be smelting a whole belt. He said, assuming that most of these smelting ratios were what they were in the base game. They might be. Who knows? Can we have... Yeah, do we even want 2 stacks of that stuff? I mean, I do want more bullets. I also want just more of this to get more mining drills. And then, how's the power grid? The power grid is... We're going to struggle with power grid. So, we need more engines, for which we need gear wheels, for which I'm pretty sure we have a box of gear wheels. Sure, give me all these gear wheels. Don't ask questions, just give me the gear wheels. Make a bunch more of those. Do we need... Yeah, we can just have a quick, nasty copper buffer somewhere. We do not need to worry about that so much. Okay. And that is... Yeah, all these yellow lights. That is the mining that tipped the power grid into the unhappy place of not quite having enough. So, fortunately, we've already crafted the stuff. I do like just having extra... Yeah, we're not super well set up for that, but in mind, I do like having extra offshore pumps. For, like, no reason at all, to be honest. It doesn't really do anything. This is going to be fine. Get these guys their power, get this coal out of my inventory, get more burner inserters, and we have definitely fixed the power grid problem. And then can we have... This would actually be a great place to not have several of these. And this coal belt can kind of do whatever it likes, but yeah, I do like the new blocked entity UI. It's quite nice. And then yeah, fluids changed in Space Age as well, aren't they? And I have no real idea about what they're doing or how, and we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to presume that things are fine. And I think I need defenses down here as well. Power grid is now great. That's all of the steam engines we had, so that's fine. We also want... Do I still have this in my paste buffer? I do. We definitely want some defenses, maybe even over here. Because then these two will actually probably further down, because they do need to cover the lake better. Maybe something like... Where's the... okay, so the default keys for... The default keys for mirroring have also changed, and then shift clicking, like forcing blueprints, has also changed. There's going to be a bunch of like muscle memory stuff that will be weird for me and will probably get me killed in a couple of places. Hey, you know what we can have? Right here, we can have an assembler that makes gun turrets. So I like that a lot. Where are my inserters? Inserter automation is kind of happening. Do we just set this off and let it keep going? I think we might. Did we get... No, automation was one of... Yeah, we got... Okay, fine. Because I think we don't want this much science. We do not have the resource input to sustain that much science. Research and technology using logistic science packs. We have an achievement. We are starting episode 2 with a kind of achievement. That's nice. I remember that I had steel, and it's actually just gear wheels are what we need to start making a bunch of these guys, which means we can have more of the science. And we've got 70 steel left over, which is very exciting. And yeah, I think we've kind of solved the iron problem. Oh, you know what problem we haven't solved? Is the coal problem. So, make the science go faster. Power grid should be fine. Lots of gun turrets is super nice. Keep making these guys, and then we're probably short on steel. Steel, we can do a quick hack, and we're not really at this point in a position to do anything better than a quick hack by... yeah, let's put this here, and then coal here. And I'm seeing a bunch of other stuff here that we're just not going to look at. It's going to be exciting and new when we get to it, which we're not yet. Don't panic. And yeah, more of these assemblers to make the science faster. This is... yeah, I don't want to be doing any of that. Maybe I do. We've got time. I'm going to do it. Yeah, we are not going to be able to sustain this amount of science. In fact, this is already more science, and we're going to pull it back in a bit. But the thing we do have is, number one, iron. Yeah, number two, handcrafting. Upgrade the red chips. We need more coal. We are hitting the power grid harder. We are upgrading some of these assemblers so they're doing more work. A thing we're definitely going to need, and it's nice that we visited now because it looks like we also need to upgrade the defenses and remember to repair the defenses, is more coal. And then we're getting the steel furnaces ready, for which we don't have steel yet, but never mind. And then... yeah, these guys are attacking from a weird direction. Many, and I said this in the first episode as well, many of my instincts of how combat works and how Deathworlds work and how Deathworld Marathon works are just off now, because Space Age is different, which is kind of the point. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm like different noises, different ghost colors. Yeah, do we have... okay, so we've got one more mining drill. Hopefully that's enough, but we don't have any splitters. I can have a splitter. We don't have the belt. I can handcraft the belt as well. We're handcrafting the gear. We are handcrafting the chips for the splitter. Okay, we have an achievement for iron plate throughput, which is a thing that was going to happen. It wasn't necessarily a thing that I was expecting now. Okay. Yeah, sure. So we're getting some steel as well. We've got this stuff. You know why I was over there? I was over there with a bunch more miners because we were going to set up some patch steel. Do we even want to set up patch steel? Because we could also set up steel down here. Actually, I think we need to... yeah, we do need to worry about gun turrets and ammunition and having enough iron mining. And then, yeah, I can just make some of these turrets, make some of these grenades myself. You know, having the defenses to not have our power grid shoot apart, that is a thing that in this moment that we are going to prioritize. Like, I don't think the attacks here will be particularly strong, but I just also, you know, really enjoy not having my power grid shoot apart. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be what we do for now. We've got steel, yeah, we do need to cook. I'm not sure what to do with these electric mining drills because, oh yeah, maybe we should, you know, connect the rest of these labs. This is more science than we are going to sustain. But also, whatever, we can pull it back later, it'll be fine. Yeah, we don't have... oh, that's... 3 turrets just ran out of ammunition. Running out of ammunition alerts. That's a thing I like a lot. Space Age has a lot of new stuff, which we are enjoying quite a lot. And then also the way it chooses how much to feed into each stack of stuff is pretty enjoyable as well. Yeah, so some of these, it's probably more than we need. Okay, we want... how many did we put there? 22? I think we probably want... we were going to go 23. Iron is pretty important. I wanted grenades for... I wanted patch steel patch steel. I wanted more assemblers on coal for grenades, but I think a thing we might do instead is just throw a small number of grenades here. And I don't think we need a whole lot. In fact, I don't think we can afford a whole lot. But we now have some grenade production, which I think means we want to put one more of these miners on coal, and then we also want some stone bricks, because we will... Yeah, we're in a position to be... Well, okay, we are soon to be in a position to be upgrading things into steel furnaces, except that, you know, we don't have fuel for these guys. Do I have? I do. Yeah, we've got some basic steel over here. We've got another little coal buffer that's saving... Yeah, we've got another little coal buffer that's going into the power plant in case the grenades take all of it, because currently the power plant is actually the lowest priority thing in our base for the coal, which is weird and strange. But we've got this other little buffer over here. Yeah, we want this stuff. We have more gun turrets. We have a couple more gun turrets. And then maybe we're just low on resources, which is a place I'm probably happy with. And then what even do we want next? I mean, defenses? Defenses are great. We do like having defenses. So now that side is a little bit safer. There's like a gap in here, but it doesn't seem like that's a place where we would get attacked. We've got, yeah, sizable groups of dudes getting ready to run at us. We've got a copper buffer. That's what we're going to call this. Basically, I don't want to be running around with all this copper in my inventory, and so we're just going to put it here and be fine. We've got gun turrets, we've got ammunition, we've got steel, we've got a lot of steel. We've got some stone. Let's fire... Yeah, we are... These guys are going to make 6 and 10, and the steel is also a really slow thing. I think we can probably just get away with handcrafting these still. I want to just go and see what grenades are like in Space Age. I remember much of the combat balance. There was also dev blog stuff about combat balance, and I remember seeing that, like, the... Oh, throw is now right click instead of left click? Was that always? I remember last time I ran into not being able to... When a cursor, right click to consume. So fish do actually heal. Okay. Was that always the case? Right click to throw. I mean, because there's just new control stuff. Like, I also noticed that the buttons for mirroring and flipping blueprints are no longer what they were, and whatever, we'll just deal with it. Yeah, this is the projectile damage 2. What else did we want? Did we want to go shooting speed first? I don't think we do. I think we just... Do we just put more labs down there? What's our power grid usage like? We have the power grid for it. We don't quite have the gears for it. Oh, we should upgrade the stuff. And then we should also give them the fast inserter so they can do the thing. We do not have fast inserter automation. It's a little base. Wait, there's also no expensive recipes anymore. This is still just 2 iron. Oh, and the recipe is no longer on the output slot. I think I like that. I think we can probably just have... Oh, and that's how it marks upgrades. Nice. A whole bunch of new stuff that we are not at all familiar with. Oh yeah, let's get some of these steel furnaces upgraded. Yeah, we get some of these upgraded. That was the wrong side to upgrade first. Because that is the side that will conflict with these other miners, which we're currently, you know, it's fine, don't ask. We're fine. Can we have more steel furnaces, please? Because this is Yeah, we can have another 8 steel furnaces. It's fantastic. Oh, labs was the thing I was talking about, wasn't it? It was going to be labs because we are currently research speed blocked. Let's not do all of that. Let's steal some of these guys. I don't even think I'm necessarily upset about the handcrafting, all that stuff. Oh, hey, you know what other inserters we should upgrade? Not that it matters, but we're going to upgrade those inserters as well. You're not getting... Are we not... Oh no, this was just iron issues, and... Are you still getting all the iron you can? Yeah, sure, fine, that's great. Yeah, I think we're going to not have... Give me these back, and we'll just handcraft a couple more turrets. Because we do want more turrets, we're going to need a kind of continual supply of turrets. But we also need red science, because red science is our bullet damage, which we like. We do like the bullet damage. We have 27 grenades. I reckon we could go and knock over that base. And then this base, probably into the power grid, will be our first concern. And then our second concern will also be these guys into... Well, we've defended some of that stuff, which is, you know, kind of fine. Did we make... We made 4 more labs. Okay, let's try and keep this somewhat sensible. Okay, what would we need if we were going to go and pick a fight? We would need more fish. Now that we have figured out how to eat fish, and are also questioning whether that was all the case or always the case, or whether we were just strange about it. Maybe it's that you can't eat fish in combat or something. Which also, like, I'm kinda sympathetic to that. We can add more iron mining if we want, which is maybe a thing we do, but I think we've got to go and, you know, greet some friends before we do that. Why are you not? Oh, because we've got... okay, we need to get... Yeah, because we've upgraded these inserters. Yeah, just normal Deathworld things. It's fine. You have... Yeah, you just keep going with the inserters. Because we've upgraded these inserters, we are going to end up filling both of these boxes. Actually, I think I only want 1 box of the stuff. So we'll have 1 stack in a box, which should fill pretty quickly, and then after that, the materials can drift past and get into the other things that also definitely need them. And we probably don't need 2 boxes here either. I just wanted to have... Actually, it doesn't matter because the assembler is not upgraded. All of this is mostly pretty fine. We're making the grenades. We've got 40 grenades. Having figured out that we can eat fish, we're going to do that. What is... Was that like an ice block or something? Oh, it was in the, yeah, it was in the... I'm sure throw grenade used to be a different button. Yeah. Throw grenade definitely used to be a different button. And this is still completely fine. But has meant that a number of my mechanics are kind of off. And I just need to get used to throwing grenades in different ways, using different buttons and that kind of stuff. Sure, it's fine. These worms can go away as well. And we have pushed the space, and this was... It again felt kind of weird because... Oh, we did it before we got bullet damage too, lol. Yeah, it felt kind of weird because the default controls have changed a little bit. And this might trip me up later because I know I changed some of them. Did we leave any turrets here? No, good, nice. So let's just get rid of the space as well, because we're here, and it's not very good at being a base. It should feel bad. It's going to get some shots on the turrets, and then it's going to have a rough time, because this is how engineers work. Hi, I saw you were in some space I was making worse. I would rather not you were not in the space that I didn't even want for me. I just didn't want you in it. Welcome and congratulations. Can we have some radars? I would like some radars. I think this also means we just do a bit of a turtle thing. Like we boost those. This is one of the directions that we are worried about getting attacked from that nest we can see on the minimap to the east. These guys are fine. Did I make more labs? I kind of want 4 more labs. We don't need this much red. We're actually limited by the rate at which we are producing the stuff. So, upgrade that. Have more inserters, whatever. I don't really care. Oh, we can have more furnaces. Did we want my? Yeah, what even did we want? We wanted labs. We wanted mining drills. We wanted furnaces. We want more of everything. I've got some of these guys. 4 more labs. Yeah, we might spend a little bit of time doing a bit of a generic extension and then bringing it back once we've improved the base a little bit, because the situation seems like it's stable. It's the little spaghetti base that could. Not much has changed. We need to refuel the steel. We've got radar coverage now. We've got some radar coverage by the power grid. We've extended the power grid, which we're not fully using, but I just like having more than I need. We need to choose a different tech. Bullet damage 2 is done, which is very exciting. Now we've got to figure out what we're going to do. We know that oil is just over here. Yeah, we got some radar over by the iron as well. We've got some of the defenses slightly more complete. We now have, I think, slightly more than a whole belt of iron. We've upgraded some of these furnaces, which is pretty nice. We just have this for steel at the moment, but it looks like we do have the iron supply to be able to maybe upgrade these furnaces. Maybe military research, maybe... Are all you guys running? Yeah? This is just... Oh, it's backing up because we're not actually researching anything. Yeah, because I was trying to figure out what the next priority was. Is it engines into the car? Is it oil processing into modules? Is it military science pack into flamethrowers or landmines? Or what's this? Portable fission reactor. That's new. We're going to have fun with that at some point later. I don't know. Maybe we just get lab speed. Let's get lab speed. That'll make our labs more efficient. And worry about exactly what we're going to do later. And what even is in this little update then? Yeah, they're definitely polluting these guys. Are we seeing combat arrive yet? Yes, these guys are getting kills, so that's nice. I think we're also going to need... Actually, this forest here is probably doing huge work. This forest here probably means that the top side is always going to be more pollution and attract the biters, I think, or at least that's how it worked in normal... I say normal Factorio, pre-Space Age Factorio. Yeah, this is getting pretty intense now, isn't it? We probably need some more guns up here like this as well. Do we have guns? We removed the gun turret automation because we didn't have that many poles. We also don't want a full chest of that stuff. And then I think we want something here, and it might be bullets, because we want to be able to pull some of the iron off this lane so that... Yeah, because we're not using anything from the left-hand side of this lane, so all of this is just backing up, and this would have to be red belt unless we are getting backed up on all the materials. So I think we're gonna have some bullets here as well. What are yeah, these things. Things that are in the mall we're just not using. Okay, bullets there as well. Let's get 3 stacks of bullets. You guys are going to be fine. Make me a lot of bullets. Like, I think this is a place that military science can go because we've got... that's... Oh no, that's one of my favorite new Space Age alerts, isn't it? Turret ran out of ammunition. It's really nice to have that as an alert. So we're going to have... And then that noise reminds me of the pre-Space Age wire connected / disconnected, which has messed up power grids a couple of times for me. But never mind. Yeah, we've got more copper mining, but we've also got enough copper that we don't really mind. We can increase that usage. We upgraded these steel furnaces, and now we're using the steel furnaces. I was wondering if I could figure out how to get some more steel furnaces in here. Can we... No, it would be, maybe we could get a 3rd chips assembler in here, but I don't think we bother. I think we just run this small because it's still Deathworld Marathon and we're still worried about building too big too quickly and getting everything destroyed. Yeah, let's keep handcrafting some stuff. Yeah, let's get these as well. Because I was wondering about where military science goes, and maybe that goes down here. This space I think I wanted more base in, but we put labs in there instead. Never mind. Oh yeah, that's right. These were going down here so that we could move these out the way and we could have some other mall function in here, which is a thing I like, but I don't know exactly what that wants to be yet. But we are going to remember that we have mall function. How many of these did we make? Oh, we completely unlimited that box. Okay, good. So we have the ability to put more things in here yet. I just don't know what it is that we want. Oh, because you never got that inserter. Okay, that's probably pretty important. And then fuel, coal for fuel is over here. Should we have a coal buffer? I don't think I'm going to. That's the turret that's ran out of stuff. We have a lot of ammunition now. That's pretty nice. And we have some turrets, so we're going to add more turrets. And so now they're all fueled. We are running down the coal buffer. Yeah, we are running down the coal now, which is super interesting. Oh, you know what we could have, but I don't really want it here. I'd rather it was over here, is mining drill automation. Because mining drills are pretty expensive. And I am changing my mind about how much steel I want so that we can get this belt to here, so that we can keep everything powered and fueled. This guy can go here, box here. We don't want more than 1 stack of mining drills because we are still somewhat poor. We also need more, because this inserter needs to be fast. Yes. Okay. You guys want to keep running, thanks. Yeah, I think that's the reason why we turned off the gun turrets, because we weren't getting enough red science through. But yeah, give me all of these things. So many bullets. Lots of bullets. I think I'm happy with that. Do we want to put... Yeah, we do want to put the rest of the gun turrets there. Yeah, another little jump forwards in time where we're just figuring out, okay, we're not gonna... We're gonna put lab speed 2 in here as well, because I still haven't decided what we're doing and what we want to do next. And let's just see this attack arrive. Yeah, we've got some ghosts that we want to put gun turrets. Let's go and get that done. Yeah, sure. So my new favorite Space Age mechanic that I think I like quite a lot is these blinking miners that tell you when the miner is exhausted. That is cool. I kind of don't want... Like, that miner's not going to last very long. Those miners aren't going to last very long. Mostly I just want to tidy up the outside of the stone patch. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the... Oh, I'm going to need more undergrounds. We haven't mauled those yet either, never mind. I really like the notifications that gun turrets have run out of bullets, and then also the flashing indicators on mining drills and telling us that mining drills have run out of stuff to mine. Those are 2 really nice new things that I like quite a lot. Oh, I don't have any more mining drills. I would add more. Would I add more? 40. Yeah, we've nearly finished Lab Speed 2. I have failed at deciding what the next priorities are / should be. In that, maybe we want logistics. Or if we're doing a car, we want engine before logistics. Actually, if we're doing the oil stuff, then we needed the engine for fluid handling anyway, so that probably is the better way of doing things. Maybe we want fluid handling. Where did fluid handling? Engine? Why no fluid handling? What else did we need? Oh, it's right there. There we go. I don't know. Yeah, the things are slightly new, and that's all quite confusing. Oil gathering and oil processing are now two different techs. But okay, we don't need to worry about oil processing. It's the thing we get as soon as we gather some crude oil, so that's fine. So I think I would like to work towards modules, or at least, yeah, because the other option was military science. Maybe we need to do that as well. And then, oh yeah, also we put pipes back in the mall. We're getting a stack of pipes. We're pretty well off now, so let's get... we're already getting 2 stacks of those. Let's get 2 stacks of these gears, and then, yeah, realize that we've cut off the gun turret automation again because we already had a whole pile of them, and I've got more. But I think we need this to be gear wheels, and I think we need to be topping that up with gear wheels because there's quite a few things over here that need just more gear wheels. So that's all kind of fine. Yeah. This stuff, yeah, these guys are full. Maybe we should, military science is right here, isn't it? So let's get that in the queue and figure out how military science... Can we also drag... Also, there's a cancel and then there's a bounce left and right, but there isn't a drag. That's fine, that's still hugely helpful. Oh yeah, we upgraded the stone, but it looks like we're going to change this again if we are going to figure out how and where military science works. And we've got... Maybe it's actually over here. I was thinking about tucking it in here, and that was probably always going to be a nuisance. But the thing is, these 2 red assemblers aren't going to stay because we already don't... Yeah, we are limited for... Actually, can we ever... We cannot sustain this amount of science either. But also, I said that before, and it's still true. And we're just going to use it to sneakily grab... 15, 15, 30, 15, 30. We are going to... We can't move it behind car. Super interesting. But we can move the fluid handling forwards. So we're going to do a couple of 15-second techs with our faster labs and now more science. We're not even planning on sustaining this rate of science. We're just going to use it to sneak stuff out. And I think the conclusion is, given that this does not feel... Like, Deathworld Marathon Space Age does not feel as punishing as 1.1 Deathworld Marathon at all. I think what we do is, yeah, we've got... Do we have enough bullets? We've got a bunch of bullets, we've got a bunch of grenades, we've got some fish that are kind of old and skank, so let's go and get some new fish. But I think we go and punch... the biters that we're polluting. Usually in these death worlds, we are significantly more constrained by being concerned about giving away evolution, and I put one on the ground. Okay, sure, whatever. Yeah, when the large biters turn up and when the medium spitters arrive and all those pretty hideous things, and also just we're not actually super concerned about, like, we push this base, I'm kind of also checking for expansions at the moment. I think our life gets a whole lot easier, and so then I think we do look at getting some kind of modules off this oil. And then also there's this iron, which is another sign that this base needs to go. So we're going to wander over here first. And yeah, I think the priority is going to be, like, are we even at... Smalls and mediums, small biters, spitters, evolution factor. Yeah, I don't know if those have been changed or not. Oh, remember that grenades are thrown from the other button now, which is pretty important. Okay, so fish do... All these guys need to go away before they shoot at my turrets. There we go. Like, this is not as scary as a Deathworld Marathon, as I'm used to Deathworld Marathon being. And so... Oh yeah, the turret that's out of ammo is one that I just picked up, so it's fine. Still a lot of Koroks around the place. So this is pretty peaceful. The other side of the map we can make pretty peaceful. And then there's so many forests around. Let's actually do a little war. Okay, is that another... I think I see a little piece of a base sticking out on the map here. So let's... Yeah, we've got some nests over there, but they're far enough away that they're going to be fine. Let's just do a little loop around this iron to see what else is down here. And it's also pretty safe. We're not really concerned... Wait, and this even wasn't the safe iron that we used earlier, was it? The safe iron we used earlier was this one. So I think we take out this base, and then we can just have this oil, and it feels like it will be pretty peaceful for quite a long while, and I don't know whether this is the normal or expected Space Age Deathworld Marathon experience. I mean, Deathworld Marathon was always pretty unapproachable, so I kind of like that. Like, you needed... I mean, there was a line in the map selection settings that said Deathworld Marathon is only for veterans. You know, be careful, this mode will kick your ass. And maybe that's still true in Space Age, but it doesn't seem to be... Walls taking damage, we're not concerned. It's not as bad as it was. I think this could be a lot more accessible, especially without the expensive recipes. We just need more blue... Oh, this was always the plan. Yep, okay. We're going to be even cheekier. And add more green science that we're going to take away later. Let's not throw grenades around the base. That's a thing that I do a lot, but I would rather not. Okay. And then are there any other important 15-second text that we want? Defender, no. Tool belt is helpful. All of the other text that we want. Circuit network. Let's get circuit network up at the front. Gate, are we going to be using gate? Yeah, sure. We are going to be using circuit network for... I haven't really decided what yet, but also as this is a... What do we have? Oh yeah, because... Yeah, that's why. Because this is a full run, and we're not even trying to speed run anything, we're just trying to make our way through it. We are definitely going to be needing the circuit network. Let's just have the steel. Why not? There are no downsides. Can we feed some more? We've got an iron surplus. Yeah, so I was thinking about putting the military science down here because there's copper here, but I think also when we get rid of some of this green science, because 12 green science assemblers is not sustainable on a Deathworld. As in when we get into the other types of science, we're going to need fewer of those because blue science is going to be more of an effort. Is it? We don't have expensive recipes anymore. I don't know. But I think the copper can end up over this side somewhere. And then we've got the stone here. We've got iron falling out over here. We could put bullets on this belt with the copper. But we can do some... Yeah, we've got iron, coal and iron here for steel and grenades. We've actually already got some iron there, don't we? Or some steel there. I'm talking myself into putting military science kind of on the outside of the patch, where it's not blocked by the rest of the other stuff, but is also kind of in the way of where the mall would be expanding, but whatever. The other thing we need to do is figure out what we're going to do with engines, because... This is fine and normal. Yeah, we don't really have... We're building a tiny little base that's kind of in the way of a lot of other stuff. That isn't... And then they've only got this one left. This is a terrible decision on their part. And... Yeah, I think we're going to put military science on the outside. Do we actually need military science, though? Because we're already talking our way into understanding this to be peaceful. And by peaceful, we mean everything except us is dead. So maybe we don't really need the military science. Maybe we do it anyway. I think we've got this oil next. What do we? I mean, we've got a little copper here. I don't know. Let's go and build some military science. We haven't built a thing in a while. We've got. What else do we need? We need radars. We're going to need. I think we want to do military science into some kind of. Actually, yeah. What we can do down here. All of these guys are in the way, and we are probably going to need more wooden poles. I don't know how many assemblers I want for the steel. Probably more. Actually, these are steel furnaces, and I don't actually know how much spare iron we have. But this is a place where we can be doing. Those were the wrong ones. This one and this one. Let's continue to not throw grenades around the place. This is a place where we can put coal in, because we've got coal over here. Let's also tear down this grenades build, because we're going to move this as well, because we're thinking about military science. That is the thing we are going to spaghetti in at the moment, which probably means we need more copper for the red ammo, so let's preemptively do that, especially as we're kind of safe now, or at least we understand ourselves to be safe. We could have 15 there. So we're going to. And then when we upgrade these guys, we are on half a belt of copper, which is nice. This probably still wants to be ammunition here, doesn't it? But we're putting the steel over here. Okay, fine. Actually, yep. Let's have some yellow ammo as well. Might be helpful. Do we want... Yeah, we're going to keep that science running for the moment, but then we're going to remember that this is going to be a... Are we getting rid of some... We're getting rid of some of this red science as well, aren't we? We're probably getting rid of... We're probably only keeping 5 or 6 red science, which means this can be... Blue ghosts are definitely also not a thing that we are used to, but it's fine. Probably somewhere around here we can run this across, and then we can have an underground running this way, which will filter the red when we turn this belt. Will not work. In that case, we go... We have this coming back by 1. Whatever, we can figure out how that works. Oh yeah, because we want to get rid of one of these belts and do... That is what we want to do later. When we have cut the science down to a more manageable amount. But we need... Oh yeah, and then also... Good reasons to be getting coal in here. I'm just going to turn this into left, and we're not going to lane balance it because we're not using that much power grid. You go over there. So we can have a belt of coal here. Which we... Yeah, okay, let's get some of these trees out of the way. Good times. Belt of coal is... Number 1, the fuel we're going to use for steel. And are we doing engines here as well? I think we are, but also, like... Okay, these are going to be grenades assemblers. Do we only need half a belt? I think we only need half a belt, which means I think we do that. And then... we set this to grenades on one side, and we continue to make a mess, and then we can have... I don't think we need all that many, do we? Let's have 4 assemblers on grenades. I need splitters. We still haven't put splitters or undergrounds or anything like that in the mall, so we're just gonna, make it worse. It's fine. One belt. I have more belt over here. It's such a cute little base. Like, it doesn't do much. It doesn't need to do much. But it's just like so cute and compact and has large numbers of the things we need. So you're making the red ammo, which will go down there later. Getting some iron through here. Could we have... Not super easily, because where we've put this power pole, I was trying to figure out if we could have this one further back. Because if we have that one further back, we can go priority on the side that does not intersect with the other lane of iron, which means these could all be upgraded and we're out of steel furnaces. That's not what I expected. Make me more furnaces. Give me all these back. We're into the slow ticks, which is fine. As soon as those back up, we'll be able to pull them down and replace with other things. But, you know, whatever. Okay, so, if we can figure out how to make this talk to... It's gross. Will it work? We need a power pole here. And then we can go double long-handed inserter in. I think that's going to do everything that it needs to. I think we are pretty happy with that. Oh, wow. We are not happy about that. Okay, so. Get back into the system. Yeah, we've got grenades here. We've got steel. I was also going to use this coal for the fuel for however we're cooking this stone. And at this point, I'm tempted to kind of leave the rest of it there. We've got grenades... turning up from the build here. And then I think if we had... Like, I'm trying to figure out how to do this while moving as little of the forest as possible, because at this point I just think leaving the forest here is going to be kind of cute. Yeah, let's have some more... stone mining. 3 mining drills? That's not enough. Sorry to this tree in particular. And then... because if we've got copper and bullets over here, and then we are going to need a belt. We are going to need to get all of these to roughly the same place. How far did we say we were... Actually, maybe even on Marathon, maybe we can build larger than we usually do on a Marathon Deathworld because the recipes aren't expensive. We're not actually that constrained, so maybe we do plan on keeping, you know, 7 of these red science assemblers. Sure. Yeah, in that case, because we have a belt of steel and coal to here, if we have a belt running... sorry to the iron mining, this way of the copper and other stuff, then we can have assemblers here. We're going to go there, we're going to go here. Which make red ammo. Is going to be the plan. I'm pretty sure I've got a box of these guys here. We do. And then... yeah, we depowered the stone, because the other thing I wanted to do was put walls, say, here. Assemble making walls. We're going to need more fast inserters. I don't have... sure, I mean, fast inserter automation is also not a thing we have. Give me some more of these. Did I? Yeah. I went to pick up the chips to not have to do that myself. So we can have some walls. We can have like a bunch of stack of walls. I don't want this. Why do I have... whatever. So we've got walls and grenades. Why? Yeah, we clicked on the wrong thing there. We wanted that to be red ammo eventually. Because we're getting the belt through from the other side. And then... is this line where we want... So, if we are putting these guys on a belt, which we should, running this way, then we can have Spaghetti this belt through here, and I think this is going to work out fine. Military science, we probably... let's go with 5 military science. I am scaling up the expectations of what I can build in a Marathon Deathworld. Which of the things we want to save? I think we actually put... can we put the grenades and... if we sideload these here, then first of all I can have all these grenades, and then we can run that straight in, and then we can make this layout simpler. Do we want to move... I mean, I've already moved all the inserters. Do we want to move these guys as well? I think we do, because we want to figure out how to get some stone cooking in there as well. And we are ending up with... we are ending up with a lot more red ammo than we need, kind of deliberately. Actually, you guys can get out of my inventory. You can have some of these. It doesn't matter because we don't have... can we just hand feed some of this stuff? We are imminently automating. And we actually built enough labs and got enough of the lab speed that we are using all those labs, and we are not short of the science yet. Oh well. How are we getting... oh no, wait, I wanted the walls on. That's where we had to do it like this. Okay, fine. So we can still go like this, though. So red science on one side. If we can get the stone in here, and I think we just go super compact because we can. That's going to be an output belt. Where's some furnaces? 6 is a lot of these furnaces, and I think we're going to need... is 6 also a full half belt of stone? I think it might be. This might be the build, and then we need to get... is that true? I think we can actually... because we're going to get this belt in somehow, whatever. This coal wants to get around this side, and is already, in fact, on the correct side to just get in that way, but then we would have to do... yeah, okay, we're going to do all this a bit differently. We're going to change the paradigms for this again. Yeah, and the coal can just share a belt over to the wall. It's going to be fine. We can do this. Input inserters for fuel. And this is a totally normal way of doing things. Actually, these ones need to be fast inserters because of how much stone these steel furnaces will use, I think. I don't think that changed between base and space age. So... yeah, then we've got another line here, which is going to let us put another science in these fancy space age labs. We are building up... yeah, I think we want to... do we want to... I don't even think we want to cut the labs yet. Well, no, cut the science yet. I think we're just going to run this because our cloud is pretty happy. We're eventually going to be... it's like mysteriously peaceful for a death world. And I realize that's because I killed a lot of stuff. It's just also not quite what I expected. More stone. Even more stone. Radar. So, we must have got engines. Which means that I want a couple more of these. Yeah, we don't have gear, we don't have chips in a box anywhere, do we? Let's have, for handcrafting purposes, a single stack of chips in a box. Because we've got pipe and gears. We've got a spot over here. And I have no idea how this is extending to any other kind of science later. We're kind of not worried. We're explicitly not worrying about that at all. Yeah, we've got a lot of... We're going to control this with the number of gear wheels we feed in. And that should give us enough for... I might have miscounted that. It might be 3 or 4 cars. I don't really care. It's going to be fine. Because we're on cars now. And then we've also got these guys running, which is very exciting. We're pushing this in the lab here, which also means that... Yeah, a lot of these UI indicators are just really nice now. Not there. There's just a lot of good stuff with... Were we putting grenades in a box? No, we're putting them on the same side of the belt as... Could we... And I think the answer is yes. Do something like this, so we can also buffer, say, 2 boxes of grenades, and then also put them in the build. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty good. We're happy with that. So we've got military science running. So now we've got a box somewhere of wall, right? Yeah, we've got a box that will eventually be wall. We probably could have another of these guys here. Maybe not, because we put the wall in a weird place. If we did this differently, then we could have another of these furnaces here. So we can get slightly more of that stuff out. I've got some things that I don't want in my inventory. Can we clear this up? Because I want to be buffering both the military science and, yeah, just like setting filters on these things as spoilers in a bit, because it shows us how much extra stuff we have to build, which is cool, but I'm also not going to look at what any of it is yet. And I think we want some iron boxes. I think we are up to the point where we want... Okay, fasteners it is. Where we want iron boxes, because we have some special stuff that's very exciting that we would rather not be in fragile, sad wooden boxes. So this line here was where we said the military science was going. Military science, and then I've got... What do I have? We can have combinators now. We are circuit wires in a different place? Are circuit wires just free? I may have to look up how circuit wires work, because there might be a different control that does circuit wires now, because I was expecting to have to craft circuit wires, and that's why we also got the circuit network. But it looks like, I mean, pumps are still going to be a thing we want. We are closing in on oil processing, which is nice. Yeah, I guess we set up for having some pump jacks. Do you guys have iron for me? You do. Let's get some of these guys. Let's get a couple of pumps. Let's end up with 16 engines, because I think that's enough for 2 cars. Are you guys stopped? Whatever. It's fine. These inserters are competing for chips, but it's... Yeah, because we're still not making chips particularly fast. We're still just doing this little thing. Whatever, fine. Okay. We have military science. We nearly have a car. We have... I do not want to be making all those pipes myself. And then I also wanted pipes and gears. I've got gears. I said we were leaving 16, didn't we? There we go. Oil gathering. Oil gathering is a thing that we want. 2 cars, a couple more power poles. Yeah, I'm confused because I wasn't expecting it to be going this well. It is just going quite well. Why don't we have... Oh, because we didn't get this copper in here. And then also bullets, but bullets are a thing we can deal with. Okay, we're going to deal with bullets now as well. Yeah, we are going to be automating this in a different way, and I don't like this initial hand-fed bodge, but we are going to just dump a bunch of copper in here so that these guys can stay running. Let's give them some more ammo as well. I just noticed I've got red ammo, so we're going to do that. We're going to use this mostly for combat. I think we're going to use yellow for defense and red for attack. And mostly we just want... Why, you know... Because red ammo? Because we've got no way of putting red ammo in this now, and we've made the power situation a little bit awkward because we need to do this to make sure they get red ammo. It's fine. It's fine. We can have undergrounds through here. And... things are super normal and chill and great. Yeah. Sure, it's fine. That's a normal way of doing things. It's good. Yeah, we don't want... And I also don't think we need to spend this red ammo on combat yet. I think we can still get away with... Oh, okay, we can't get away with this little coal mining. I think we can still get away with using yellow ammo in combat for a while. Or in offensive combat. So the other reflection I'm having at the moment is that, I mean, maybe we got really lucky with the map generation. And this is just unreasonably peaceful. Maybe also Deathworlds are just easier than they used to be, and also are now going to be very much on the table for speedruns as well. Because the Deathworld speedrun was also not really ever a thing. But then again, is Space Age on the menu for speedrunning? That's another quite open question. Maybe we should, yeah, let's lane balance this. So that we can do a better job of making sure that both these lanes are full, because that is providing the power grid, which is pretty important. Yeah, so we've got a car. We can take the car. I'm pretty sure I had a car. We've got 2 cars. Underground pipe is also a thing we're going to need. Yeah, so we've automated military sites. That's pretty exciting. Give me all these pipes. Actually, yeah, now we are in a position where we need those pipes for infrastructure. So we are going to need... We've got tanks, we've got pumps. I think we should have... first of all, we want a bunch more of these pipes. It's going to be fine. Handcrafting is fine. We're not concerned. We are going to need... Okay, yeah, we're going to need more stuff for actually handcrafting pump jacks and things like that. I think we want a toolbar for fluid things. Wait, where are we taking power from? We're going to just... Yeah, we're just going to run it over there. It's going to be fine. We don't even have trains yet. But we are going to want... yeah, a lot of buildings that I could look at, but I kind of don't want to. I kind of just want to stumble into them organically. We want offshore... But do we not have any offshore pumps? I like having a lot of offshore pumps. Oil processing we get for free. Tool belt is big. Big power poles, gates, railroads. What even do we want? Bullet damage. I mean, some of the military stuff. Yeah, where is... Ah! We need to collect this before we can even start the plastic research. That is inconvenient in a way that I like. Okay, solar panels. Big power poles. Landfill. Railroad. Things that we like, that we know we will want. Yeah, and then I wanted power poles on 2, I guess. I hope I still have a radar. We're not even fully mining this patch yet. It's fine. It's still kind of a slow play. Okay. We'll do this without the car, and then we'll put the car back later. Yeah, then I wanted actual pump pipes. We're getting some of those along the way. I don't think we have that many pump jacks. 4 pump jacks? Okay. Take off the last one, and then we are going to need another 79 pipes or whatever. Let's get over that. Okay, that was the least successful triumphant announcement, followed by another highly unsuccessful triumphant announcement. Well, at least these trees are too small and we can just drive. Okay, fine, whatever. Disappointed noises. We were happy that we were close to oil, and then we were not close to oil. Yeah, let's not have any of these. In fact, let's not be doing that at all. Let's just have one assembler making pipes. And that's a little bit disappointing. So we're going to make another assembler for the purposes of helping us make pipes. Yeah. And then we did not get any of the pump jacks, so we're going to do that with the pipes that we are. So we have changed our mind about where these power poles are going to go. Does that block? It does. Okay, so we're not doing that. Okay, we needed 4 of these pump jacks, and then we wanted these guys back, and we wanted a couple of underground pipe, and then just more pipe, and that should probably actually be enough underground pipe. Yeah, it's fine. Things are normal and sensible. We're gonna run this. It's gonna be just a little bit annoying, isn't it? Oh well. Sure, whatever. We are connecting oil. We've got these nice UI hints of where fluid networks go, which is going to be super convenient for when we're trying to connect all this underground pipe sushi, which is a thing that everyone enjoys. Let's leave a radar because we're nice. Let's pump out of this. I mean, fluids were changed in a way that shouldn't really matter. We're still going to pump out of this because there's not a whole lot of oil and we want it all on the other side. We're going to leave some gun turrets as well, even though it's pretty peaceful. Can we leave 2 radars here? Do we have 2 radars? Because I would like to just scan out the rest of whatever is nearby. And then, sorry to this tree, you're in the right way. We need to put guns here. That's how the colonialism works. There used to be other things here, there are not now. We have killed them, and we are leaving our guns here to remind anyone else who gets uppity that this oil belongs to us. Are we worried about being attacked from different sides? Really not. So peaceful, so strange. This is not what I expected from the Space Age Deathworld Marathon. Continuing surprises. Okay, we're going to do a double wall thing here. We're going to kind of attempt to... Yeah, thinking about flamethrower ranges as well. Are flamethrowers going to be a thing? We're going to be here for a while. Flamethrower is probably a thing. And yeah, we got some defenses. That's the extent of our defenses today. We don't have anything else. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. The thing I did want was other things on the toolbar, including power grid stuff, which we also don't have yet. Hey, we've got plastics ready. We can do the advanced circuit research. We can then get into modules, which is pretty exciting because the quality module is a thing that I know exists, but I have no idea A, what it's good for, and B, what we should be doing with it. So that's going to be fun. And yeah, we're just going to run this oil back to the base. And then is this also approaching episode length? Maybe? And then, yeah, this UI for knowing when you're slightly off because the underground pipes don't connect, or knowing when you're slightly too far away. That is another really nice little UI thing that we are going to mention, and then throw some grenades in a forest with the other mouse button, which is confusing me again. Here is where we want to be. I know that maintaining pressure is it's a thing in a different way in Space Age, but basically as far as I care about it, you just throw a pump in occasionally. Did that do an... I think that just snapped to a position where... because that was nowhere near where my mouse cursor was, but I think it did a kind of smart belt thing with the oil, that is building pipes wherever pipes will be legal, rather than where I put them, which is nice. And then, yeah, being able to mouse over this stuff underneath the trees is also pretty cool. Lots of nice little quality of life things. We are not going to hit the iron mining because... oh wow, look at this iron mining this up. I'm going to deal with that later, that's not super interesting now. Let's get this tree out of the way because we need to bump to the side again. And then 59.6 meters. Oh yeah, that's right, because there's something about 250 meters being a critical distance for pipes in a manner that I kind of don't care about. I'm just going to have... like, I don't even know what I mean, oil, yes, but I haven't thought about what that plan is going to be yet. We're just going to have some tanks here. We're going to connect this with water, with power. Yeah, I think we're going to call that... we might call that an episode. We need to take more wall out here, but we've got enough defenses and we're not polluting anything anyway. These new map tiles look like a lot more natural, which is nice. Like, it looks like we've got erosion-based features and water-based, yeah, water-flowing features that are sort of baked into the tiles, and the cliff shapes are different in ways that are pretty nice. Yeah, we are safe, we are advancing, which is strange. We are still doing all of the science. Can we... oh, we can upgrade these guys now as well. So that's maybe the last thing we do. And then we should have a whole belt of iron coming through here. We're taking some of the iron off. We're prioritizing it onto the other side of the belt. Actually, you want a thing here in particular, which is going to be better than this one. And that will mean that we do a better job with this full lane of iron of making sure that the iron after this is more full. And then we're turning it all into grenades. We've got grenades in a box. We are running out of copper. So I guess we're going to hand feed that again in a way that feels awful, but also whatever. It's probably fine. These guys we don't even need yet. Yeah, you just have all of that. And you just have all of that. And then these middle ones can work on what's coming out of it. Sure, whatever. And then we've also got... why? Because this is full? Okay, that's the thing we're happy with. Give me some of that because we wanted that anyway. Yeah, I think we're going to call this episode here. I'm going to figure out what we're going to do with this oil. And we're probably just pumping the oil down here to build a petrochem thing nestled in all these trees. So the petrochem probably isn't going to make anyone unhappy either. So it's just going to continue to be peaceful, which is weird for a Deathworld. Tech-wise, yeah, we actually do want... I do want to be getting into the modules before the solar panels? I want to be getting into the modules before the solar panels. And then we're going to figure out what else we're going to do. And yeah, significant advancement. We haven't come across anything especially new yet, but it does feel weird, and we're about to unlock a thing that will be new and different. So yeah, good times, lots of stuff and things.